Hello guys, welcome to this Let's Play of Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2011. I'm your host, Kingdom Freak, and I'm sorry for not completing all those the other two games that I have at the moment up, but I'm not really interested in those two games at the moment. I'm actually really interested to play this game because it's actually a really good game for the 5D series. Yep, I know a lot about Yugioh. I actually do have some actual cards, but have actual trading cards, but it doesn't really matter because all those cards really suck and I don't really go on to full-on Yu-Gi-Oh! So, we're going to start a new game of Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2011 over the Nexus. Sounds like I'm going to say a League of Legends reference, but it wouldn't be right. So I'm going to delete all the data that I have at the moment because last recording session with this game, it failed miserably. The game was a little bit too loud. So I am now going to select a country. Unfortunately for the US viewers, I'm not a US person. Thankfully I'm not a New Zealand person, but I am an Australian. I'm a male and enter your name. So if I'm ever going to put anything in, it's going to be Kingdom Freak, and I can actually fit it in this one. Yep, Kingdom Freak. There we go, okay. Be aware that the name you input and various other information about you will be publicity displayed on the internet and leaderboard. I cannot pronounce at all. So, the face that I usually like to go with is this epic face. It's really... I know it's not really that epic, but it's kind of cool. And the skin tone, don't really want to have too much of that, so I'm gonna have this hairstyle because, hey, I'm a Yu-Gi ripoff. So I'm gonna go okay. Is this okay? Yes. A new pack has been added to the shop. A new structure deck is available at the shop. And every time it says something like that, when you come back to the start menu, it always saves, so don't worry. Plus this, oh for fuck's sake. Sorry about that. I accidentally hit a button. I'm actually using yeah, you probably know. So what we've got for our menu interface, I'm not going to do the story mode just yet because there's actually something that you can do here first. So 5D story mode, you can go in that anytime you like, but I prefer to do this first. And free duels, just essentially dueling other computers. Communications menu. And we can change our fixed image, and we can edit our fixed text. So I'll show you what happens. So begin a dialogue. So the dialogue sets. You think you can stop me? My turn, draw. Here comes my body. It's practically trying to think. Let me just see. So this is practically what you'll say anytime that anything happens. So, duelist menu is where you can edit your deck, get cards, see a card list, enter passwords if you have the amount of cards that you need. So, what I'm trying to say is, if you've got 80% of the deck card pack list, you can then enter the passwords of their real cards themselves. So if you've gotten 80% of a pack, let's say 70% of Dark Revelations Volume 1, 80% of that, you can enter passwords for those cards to 100% this game. But it's very hard to 100% this game without using the passwords. And dual puzzles, player download a dual puzzle or create your own. You'll find out that those later. Forbidden and limited card list, we'll see those for the minute at the moment. So this is the 2011 version. So we can switch the view to see whatever all the banned cards are. So Black Luster Soldier, Envy of the Beginning. It's at the moment it's you can only have one in a deck. Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. That's still banned to this day. Cyberjar, Cyberstein, Dark. I'll just keep on flicking through just so you guys can see. Yeah, I like this card. If this wasn't, if it wasn't something like, it does say if this card attacks your opponent's life points directly and reduces their life points. Oh, this is only if it's a, wish I could have that card in my deck, because you'll see why in the 5D story mode. So these are other cards. So there's quite a few cards that you can't use at all. Whoops. And I'm just trying to think of other cards that I've... Heavy Storm is actually now down to 1. So you can see that the September 2010 lists, this is the ban list for that time. Graceful Charity, Regeki, Snatch Steel, Temple of the Kings. Let me see. Oh, okay, yeah. Crush Card Virus actually puts a really big dent into some decks as well, just to let you guys know. That's why they banned it. And then there's the limited cards. Yeah, these are one of the very few cards. These are the only normal monsters that you'll ever see in a limited or semi-limited part of the decks, of any deck. Just trying to think. Destiny Draw. Oop, sorry, that's over. Let's see. So let's see if there's any others that I'm. Actually, Mirror Force now is reduced back up. Has been increased to 2. That's actually 3, I believe, at the moment. Correct me. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Torrential Tribute, you can only use 2. I think, whoops, I think you can only use Malicious. You can only have, oh yeah, you can only have 2. I was about to say, you can only have 2 of them, one of them now, because otherwise it wouldn't be able to work. You wouldn't even have it in a Destiny Hero deck. So, that's it for this deck, for this Forbidden and Limited Cards list. I'm sorry for the really big tutorial but it's I need to do it so I can give you guys some hints and tips. So this is your record. So how much I think it's how much just every single thing that you've done. So duel statistics, play history. Wait, play history? Oh, okay, so it's practically everything that's happened up until this point for the thing at the moment. So view various duel related records, view race related records. So duel records are this. So you need to do a lot of things to complete this game as well. Then here's the catch. Completing this game, you have to get every single bonus. And I mean every bonus. Because at the moment we don't have any, but during the course of the game we will get a lot of players. We will get a lot of bonuses. Race record, dual runner records, and it's actually just courses that you can play, and you can race other players and do other various things as well. So few replays, so you can watch saved replays of other duels that you've had. So that's records and tutorial. Obviously the tutorial, I'm not going to show this off because I'll be able to explain it a lot better, a little at the same rate, but a lot quicker. Wait a minute, I'll be able to explain practically everything in the game throughout the course of the game. Duel calculator, this is actually really good if you want to have a timed duel. So time, you can have a 5-minute duel, and then you hit start. Then it's like, okay, 5 minutes to finish the duel, and then next player's turn. Next player's turn. It doesn't come down. So it's a really good way to say 5 minutes left. And you can actually, if you're in a hurry, just go duel calculator and then the time limit. So I'm gonna go free duel, CPU duel, and I'm just trying to think. Can we? Yeah, we'll be able to do this. So this episode we will take on Moja, because if you get, you'll be able to get a booster if you beat these 3 people. If you beat these 3, beat these 3 computers. So, starting off, you do scissors, paper, rock. Just trying to think. Sorry about that. I'm actually going to do random because I don't really mind. Oh, dang it. He got it. So he's going to go first. So whoever wins the call, they get to go. They get to choose who goes first and second. So technically going first gives you an advantage. Let's see what he does. And the CPU in this, the computer in this game will be very, very slow. It'll take about maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Might take a minute or 2 to finish their move. Or sorry, not a minute or 2. About 2 or 3 minutes maybe. If you're really unlucky. If you're unlucky, 4 minutes. If you're really lucky, it's probably a minute. Because I'll probably just set something at end. And then I'll set a card. So what I'm trying to do here is place cards that I do want on the field face down at the moment. So you can only normal summon monsters with level 4 or lower at the moment. So I am going to summon Arcanist Monk Ration. Give him some... Let's get some rations. So, now I can enter my battle phase. And attack his face down defense position monster. Okay, so his card was Hyena. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the grave, well, not destroyed, sent to the graveyard by battle, you can special summon as many hyenas from your deck as you want. So now you can special summon up to 2 more. So now, just by me attacking, he's actually got a card advantage. What I mean is that he has 7 cards at the moment. Before I ended my turn, he had 7 cards, and I now have 6 at the end of my turn. Now for drawing, every turn you must draw. If you can't draw on turn, you automatically lose the game. Another way to lose the game is by reducing your opponent's life points. To win the game, you reduce your opponent's life points to 0. Oh god, this is not gonna end well. Once per turn, another beast type monster that you control gains 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. That's gonna suck. Oh, it doesn't say until the end of the turn, until the end phase. And I can't do anything. Sorry about that, my mic keeps on falling. Oop. Sorry about that. I'm apologizing a lot. So it gains 1,000 attack, he's going to be able to go over my monster. So, if your monster's attack is greater than your opponent's monster, they get inflicted damage equal to the difference. If they're equal, they both die. If the opponent's attack is higher than your attack, you get inflicted with damage. And if it's a defense monster, no one takes damage unless your opponent's monster has less attack than the defense of your monster. So, with battle phase, you can attack your opponent's life points directly. This is just an example draw. I'm not going to actually play this. I'm going to play this deck for a little bit, but I'm not going to play it for all the time. So Beast's Rage. All monsters you control gain 200 attack. That was a pretty useless card, what he just used. Because he could have used that at the... Oh no, he couldn't have. He could have used it during his next turn, but he wouldn't have been able to use it this turn. So draw. Summon X-Saber Airborne. This card's effect, if I inflict damage to my opponent, they have to discard one random card from their hand, so I actually like that. I'm going to activate Axe of Despair just in case he has a card that increases the attack dramatically. So with equip spells, you have to target, if it's the correct target, you can play the card. If there's a target that can be played on the field, you can play it. But if it can't, if you don't control a monster or your opponent doesn't control a monster for that type, it won't be able to activate. So, X-Saber Airborne shall attack Tree Otter, because I don't like otters. Yeah, I don't like otters. So, Tree Otter dies. And since I inflicted battle damage to him, I'll buy a direct attack. there's the catch. So, if it says direct attack, he did one last turn, and I'll show you it right now. If you do something like that with X-Saber Air Balloon, you get to discard the card, one random card from your opponent's hand. But since he's got monsters blocking the way for my direct attack, I can't do anything about it. So now he switches his monsters to defense mode, because he knows that my monster is a lot stronger than his. And now I'm going to end my turn, he's going to end his turn, and I'm going to draw a card. So there's another kind of card that I can play at the moment, but it can only be placed face down at the moment. It's these type of cards, they're traps. So first turn you can set them, and then during someone else's next, as soon as it hits the end phase, and then it goes back to the draw phase of the next person's turn, you can now activate the trap cards from there. So the next turn, not my turn, then his turn, my turn, then, yeah, so. I am now going to summon Alien Shock Trooper. And I'm going to conduct my battle phase. Hyena attacks the hyena, because hyenas are giggle. I don't like laughing hyenas. Sorry about that. That was a little bit stupid for me. So now I'm going to declare an attack on the other hyena, because I like to get rid of ugly animals. What the? I like to get rid of ugly animals that stare at you. Turn, because it's not looking that well. So, yep. Now my back. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm probably going to be cutting this in. So he sets a monster. Yeah, it took about a minute for that guy to make just one move. And that's how unlucky you can get. He can make one move and then just do nothing for the rest of the turn. Okay, so now what I can do with these two monsters, since this is a tuna monster and this is a non-tuna monster, I can actually perform a synchro summon. But I'm not going to do that because it's not really worth it. So I'm going to set a monster. And I'm going to activate Regeki Break. So now by discarding one card from my hand, I can destroy one card on the field. I'm going to destroy that face down defense position monster right there. Ooh, it is Moja. So this card is, when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add one level 4 or lower beast type monster from your graveyard to your hand. So he would have been able to bring back Triotter, which would have made my day. So I'm going to attack with Alien Shock Trooper, because I know that there's no beasts that are high enough to attack in his deck. So his deck is all about, I believe, Earth Beasts.
So now he can add one level 3 or lower beast type monster from his deck to his hand. So he's gonna play get Trio. Yeah, I expected that. Yep, I expected that. X-Saber Air Golem attacks. And since it's going to be a direct attack, I'm just hoping that I get rid of Trio. Come on, get rid of Trio. Damn. Okay, so what that is Blade Rabbit. I don't really mind for that, because if it's changed from attack position to defense, you get to destroy one of your opponent's monsters. So I'm going to end my turn, because I don't really mind. Sorry if this episode's really long, guys, because I'm doing a little bit of explaining. Trust me, it won't be this duels won't take this long. So I'll see you guys in a bit. See. Ooh, nice, nice. So, this is one of the cards where you can't normal summon normally. What you have to do is tribute a monster to summon it. So what tributing is sacrificing a monster so that you can play a higher level monster. So I can, at the moment, I'm going to flip summon. So at the moment, I can activate this card's effect because it's a flip effect. Use the effect of the Super Nimble Mega Hamster? Yes, say that 5 times fast. So now I can special summon one level 3 or lower beast or monster from my deck to face down defense position. So I'm not going to activate that Twister, because I'm going to set Des Koala. You guys know why in a bit. I'm going to sacrifice one monster from my field. I'm going to sacrifice my Des Koala. It doesn't really matter which one I was going to choose. So I'm going to activate Frost Monarch's effect to destroy the 2 face down cards on his side of the field, not mine. That would be stupid for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to activate Twister. Hopefully it doesn't miss the activation. I'm not sure if this will miss the activation of it. Yeah, it won't. So I'm going to activate Axe of Despair's effect, tributing Super Nimble Mega Hamster to return it to the top of the deck. I could have finished him off this turn, but I don't really mind because I'll finish him off next turn no matter what. Yep, so I'm now going to perform the Synchro Summon. So I'm going to sacrifice. So to pay for the monsters, you have to have that level for both the tuner and the non-tuner monster. And the non-tuner monsters. So this is going to equal level 7, so I can Synchro Summon my Lightning Warrior. And I'm going to play him in attack mode. Battle phase. Now, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can inflict 300 points of damage for each card in your opponent's hand. Since he's got 3 in his hand, he gets inflicted 600. I'm going to attack with Mobius. The reason why I don't want to finish him off this turn is because there's actually a bonus in this game where if you have more than 3,000 attack and do more than 3,000 worth of damage, 3,000 points worth of damage, you get another bonus. You get bonuses. So he sets a monster and sets a card face down. These are one of the lucky times that I get, because that was about 30 seconds. Well, actually 15. So now I'm going to activate Axe of Despair and equip it to Mobius the Frost Monarch. The reason behind that is because I wanted to click attack into as much life point damage with that card as possible. So now I'm going to attack with Lightning Warrior. Oh! I'll tell you what just happened. He's played Bubonic Vermin. Its flip effect, special summon one Bubonic Vermin from your deck in face down defense position, then shuffle your deck. You might as well get the other two ones out. The other two and put them face down. For some reason I was like, this doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right. So I played Exploded Dragon. So he's gonna activate his flip effect. He's gonna do that. And now I'm gonna attack with Mobius. Bubonic Vermin's effect activates, but he doesn't use it because he's got no more in his deck. You're only allowed 3 copies of the card, so I knew that he wasn't going to be able to do anything with that. So yeah, sorry about that, guy. So he's going to set a monster. Set 1 card face down. So now my Lightning Warrior's effect can activate, but it won't do any damage to my opponent. So now I'm going to attack with... I'm just going to attack with Lightning Warrior because I need to get rid of that card. And it's Triota, so it's going to be game if he doesn't block, if he can't block both my attacks. Effect activate. I inflict 300 points of damage to you for each card in your hand. Oh, you don't have a hand. So I'm going to attack with Mobius, the Frost Monarch. And it's going to go through, so now you get the max damage and the max attack bonus. So I win. Yay! And I'll tell you certain conditions to get the certain cards as well. So what you can, so to get the win game bonus is obviously to win the game. Duel's bonus is to win depending on what the duel, who the duelist is. And I think it's half of their points, I believe. So, and then tribute summon bonus, you tribute summon to play the card. Synchro summon is practically what I showed you. Max attack bonus is what I was doing with the Axe of Despair and the Mobius of the Frost Monarch combo. Destroyed in battle bonus, so how many monsters you destroyed in battle. If you destroy 5 or more monsters, you then get 6 DP, 5 DP for each monster that you destroy in battle. Then no limited or semi-limited cards in the deck, so that gives you 15. And then the new bonus is the amount of new bonuses that you get. I think 2, 4, 6. Just let me think at the moment. Hang on. This might take a while, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. You get 130 DP for each new bonus that you get. Yeah, 130. So, and then you get the bonus, which you get with the amount of bonuses that you get. So I got 6 different bonuses. So the so I get an extra 6. I never understood that bonus, but it's just do. So now it's a memory mini game. What this is you play with a lot of cards face down. Then you pick one. If it's a card that's not one of these three, a surrender card, one miss turn card, or a DP card, you have to hit the same card, or you have to hit something else. So I got two of the same. I did not know that. So genetic woman. So I'm also going to hit this one. So that's warrior elimination, and this one. So I'm gonna get. So now you can actually remember those two different cards because they always stay the same. So every time you receive a computer duel, you win star chips, and when we get into the game, I'll show you. I'll explain why at a certain point in the game they will become useful. So I'll let you guys know about them, why they are useful when we get to the point where we can. So, sorry about the long episode, but on the next episode we shall verse Cherry in Marto. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya!